Hello everyone. Hopefully you all can hear me fine. And I did some grinding, not before stream, but in general, so I've done some side quests that I didn't know I had, including one where I get a metal pipe that was apparently an instrument, because that Wonder Bar's a dick. Now, I'm assuming we have to go here. Last time we dealt with an asshole who was sexist. And we got to see Alphen punch the shit out of him. Oh yeah, and before that we also dealt with a different assholes who tried to murder Hootle, stabbed Shionne after beating the shit out of everyone. Whoa! The hell is that? The hell was that? So,
got sand in my eyes.
Yeah,
the winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
Look at that up there. Yeah, this gives massive, real bad Xenoblade vibes. It's fucking me up a bit. Get up. Oh, it's you again. Oh, the foodie again.
Yes.
That young woman who's always starving. Oof. It'll be okay, Shionne. You can have more food. The other one who's always hungry. Anyway, I take it you found another recipe in your travels.
Very nice.
I most certainly did. I'm glad I can cut to the chase then.
Is that so?
Shionne, who might this fellow be? This is whatever the fuck his name is. He travels around Dahnans in search of new recipes to try.
You don't say.
A fine quest to embark on, if I do say so myself. My name is Hootle. Kind sir, 'tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Don't be that polite to him.
How?
Wow, the Hootle, Lord of Almeidrea? It's an honor, my lord. Your beef stew was absolutely exquisite. That recipe I stole from you? Yeah, good shit.
I see.
You honor me, kind sir. However, how is it that you came by the Talus's top secret dish?
Hey!
Anyway, what is it you need from us this time, exactly? Come on, spit it out. Right. This time, I've come looking for lettuce, apples, and lemons. Can I ask you to bring those to me? Yes.
Sure.
If that's what you're looking for, we've got it right here.
Nice work.
In that case, I'll give you the recipe so you fine people can cook it right away.
Oh?
Wow, this looks surprisingly simple. Even I might have a chance with this. Oh, you'll be fine.
Very nice.
Wonderful. I'll leave the preparation up to you then. You shall cook, and you shall cook well.
Well?
Well, let's hope you can get revenge on the asshole who stabbed you in the chest. That'd be nice. Okay, it's done.
Yes.
Look at that beautiful dish. It smells just as divine too. Now let's see how it tastes.
What?
And exquisitely bad that. Oof.
What?
Really? I assure you, I followed the recipe for the so-called vitamin smoothie to the letter. Taste it for yourself and tell me if you're still confident in your concoction. Here. Okay, down the hatch it goes.
I don't believe this.
See what I mean? It makes you want to vomit, doesn't it? Oh, don't shame her. Leave her alone.
All right.
Wait a second. I see a small warning affixed to the bottom of this recipe. Smoothies made entirely from veggies are recommended for experienced dieters only. Beginners should add fruit juice for flavor. Okay, so it's not even her fault. It's just the recipe. Fine.
No.
Young miss, did you process only the lettuce, even though I asked you to prepare the apples and lemons as well? Oh, she just did... Oh, okay. So she followed the recipe that only calls for lettuce. Ew.
Sure.
Oh, come on. Who's going to notice a stupid warning label that tiny?
Really now.
Lesson learnt, Shionne. We'll have to add fruit and attempt this once more.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome, people. Very well, let's take it from the top.
What?
Comparatively speaking, at least.
What?
You still don't sound all that enthusiastic. Is this really the best recipe that Mahag Saar has to offer? Oof. I believe so. When I first heard about this, it made me think of what I saw in Vendetta. That combination of fruit and vegetables. It reminded me of Dahnans and Renans living together. I thought this recipe might capture such harmony. No.
Very nice.
If nothing else, it's the most healthy recipe you're sure to find out here. Indeed, I shall be sure to drink it so as to ensure the precious harmony lives on, even within the confines of my stomach. You know that harmony is gonna you know, actually I shouldn't say that, it's kind of grim. Anything you eat ends up coming back out, so do you really want to symbolize a harmony with what happens after the food is drink is digested? Do you really want to do that? I don't think that's a good concept.
Yes.
Oof. Well, that was satisfying enough for the time being. I can now leave this realm with no regrets. It's time I leave in search of even greater cuisines. Farewell, my culinary comrades. Actually, one more glass before I leave. Be gone!
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
She had the awful one. Oh, Shionne.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Oh, that's the next place we're going,
water,
okay.
Fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What's this picking up? Okay, it was picking up the fan. Fair enough. Rock formation.
What is that ring of rocks over there for?
Good
They don't
question.
look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait,
Also,
those?
whoa.
So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dahnans' astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
That's kind of
Sounds
fucky.
like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Dahnans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
Oh, the perfect brother.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
He just got
I'd be
punched.
happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Aww.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck.
Yeah,
Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Good skill.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really
Aww.
wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
No. Well, he's gone, so we can't ask. Kill the dogs.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Take this! Lightning thrust! Begin! Take this! I can carve through walls! Here I come! It's over!
Your reflexes will not
Oh.
serve you well here.
Come and face me!
This one's mine.
Take this! Be still! Eat this! Starling hurricane!
Searing
Rising falcon!
And that's my will.
In a vine?
Flare
Here I come!
Look at that.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Ignite! I'll tear you apart! Take this! I'm ready! No escape! Be still! Starling!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Nice.
We can really make weapons with this?
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I'm not done!
These ones can write rings around us.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Shionne, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Armor won't save you! First it's over! Blow away!
The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades
Then the sky is bright. Comrades in arms.
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Oof.
Resonate with the earth!
Imagine being stabbed with that.
Stalagmite! Take this! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! See that? That training's paying off!
At least the Wi-Fi seems to have cleared up lately. Because that was a worry earlier on in streaming other games.
Consider yourself finished!
The Wi-Fi seems to have cleared itself up for now.
Over so soon?
Mine.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Not worth it.
Gotta break through!
So normally countries don't devastate their own people in exchange. Normally invasions cause this amount of damage or attack on different shores. They devastate other people's populations rather than their own. Normally. There are obviously exceptions and there are
You're going pretty hard.
predating civilizations that would have just not given a shit.
You're stronger than you let on.
But normally you don't kill your allies or their families or civilians of the place that you actually reside. So it just makes the guy look like a massive knob.
Consider yourself finished!
I've been doing really great lately.
I see you. I also went back to previous areas and got a lot of owls.
Going on in the forest.
I started checking around all the areas I could think of that I've already explored where the owls showed up, so I had to look through previous streams to check.
Get lost.
So get a lot of rolls out of range then.
In a bind.
Die. Pretty. Pretty as
The
hell.
heavens must be smiling.
Ooh, I'll be able to make a weapon when this is over. Because one of them was Windswept Main, I'm pretty sure, for making one of the weapons, so if I'm right, I should be able to.
Not today.
It's a duel of the arts!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Yeah, I appreciate the concern.
We'll
The
soon see
sooner you
about
stop
that!
thanking, the sooner you can start helping.
I mean, yes, sir. You're finished.
Primed and ready!
I'm on it.
This one's mine!
You're finished. Do it.
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Sure, go for it.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
We'll manage the ranch first. What? We can get horse meat. I'm really tempted to make a joke. I'm actually gonna make it as well. What is this, fucking Tesco? God, that's, sorry horses, I didn't... Damn. I didn't realise that we'd actually end up killing them. Wow. Look at the line about this. They deliver brutal kicks with their strong hind legs, discouraging stray Zoogles from attacking. So it doesn't sound like they're for eating, but yeah, no, we just got horse meat because... No, Tesco is a supermarket. I'm pretty sure it's from the same company as Walmart. It's like born from Walmart, but it's the UK variant basically. And there was a scandal a few years ago when I was like quite damn young that some of the meat was found to be horse meat when it wasn't meant to be. That's why I said it, because it's something that stuck, because obviously it was a big issue at the time. So that's why I said, is this Tesco? Because obviously the horse meat. And normally you don't eat horses. Like, there is an actual reason for it. There's multiple, if anything. I'm pretty sure. Like, I haven't looked into it for any specific reason. It's just because of information that came up about the scandal involving it. Some of the medication that are used on horses are really bad for humans. You wouldn't want any person ingesting anything tied to them. Then there's also the fact it's not a tender meat because the animal works a lot, so you wouldn't really give it to a person and they wouldn't particularly enjoy it because it'd be very tough. So it's an interesting one because it's something that we associate as being morally, well, more ethically wrong to do because the animal gets some very strong doses of any kind of medication or jabs that they need. And then there's also the factor of texture and stuff and the fact that people probably wouldn't enjoy it. Well, it came up in this. I didn't expect them to actually go for it and give us fucking horse meat when we raised the horses. I didn't think they were gonna do that. If anything, I feel a bit bad for the poor thing. Because of all the animals that, you know, humans kill for this, well, raise and then kill for the sake of produce or food. Horses aren't really something I'd ever associate on that level. If anything, even in the occasions, like, I think I've interacted with horses very little in my life, but it's like, even in the occasions where I have, it's like, they're not really something that I'd think, okay, this animal fulfills no other purpose, which obviously isn't. It's not the right way to look at it, and it's not the way I tend to look at animals at all. It's just, you can understand why in the case of pigs, they don't really have any other use for humans, and while it's not right for us to decide the ethical side of what someone else's or something else's life is worth, it's just simply how it is. Same goes, like, chickens at least do perform function outside of just existing. That's why humans do actually get more benefits out of just beyond killing them. Unfortunately, the mass production is a thing, and they do end up living normally very horrible lives. Yay. Fucking hell. The topic I've jumped into. Fucking never mind. Yeah, but the thing is, over here, it's not something that you produce for the sake of eating. It's like the comment just then that came up for, about, if you raise them for the sake of eating. Over here, we don't really seem to. I can't think of any places I've ever seen within the UK that have intentionally sold that meat for the purpose of eating. I really can't.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Oh yeah, I know about what certain cultures do with, like, I don't feel opposed to it. It depends on what you're raising the animal for and how well it's treated.
Bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves, no matter what.
Shouldn't we also kill the guy who's in charge of the resistance then too? But yeah, that's the whole issue. It's simply because they couldn't trace back to, one, it was unethical because people didn't know what they were getting in the first place, and then when people did, they couldn't trace back the origin. And then there was also the concern about, you know, potential vaccinations and other things the animals had. Because that's why normally meat is able to be traced back to the farmers and, you know, to where it was slaughtered and everything. So you can at least have that information knowingly and know what's going into your body. Especially in the UK, we have quite heavy, laws around food. We don't like a lot of colouring and additives that the US allows. What do I want to cook for the character? Wait a minute. Yeah, sure. Alphen, you can make a chicken.
Good. This came out just the way I hoped.
It's not the same scandal. Like, the one involving Tesco was purely in the UK. Like, it was nothing to do with Germany.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Oh?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat burn. What the hell is going on?
It's probably some sort of gas. Try not to breathe it in as much as you can manage.
Did he
Gas?
burn it?
Those cowards!
Did he burn
Isn't
it?
this just cooking smoke?
Yeah.
What kind of food makes your throat burn so bad just from the smoke?
I believe Alphen is.
Yeah, he's the only
You're
one.
trying to gas Alphen?
What? Those sick bastards! I won't let them get away with this!
Calm yourselves and listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Alphen, how did you mess this up so bad?
Maybe I should throw in some more spices, just for that extra kick. Yeah, that'll help. Think I'll turn up the heat while I'm at it, too.
No.
Crap. The spice is burned. Well, at least the meat's coming along nicely. All right. Now I just flip it over, and then...
Roasting...
Hey, Alphen? What, What are you doing over there?
How is she so
Oh,
scared?
Shionne, perfect timing. I actually just finished roasting up a chicken. Call everybody over so we can eat together. I used a ton of spices, so it's got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked it a little, but it should still taste good.
I'm
Try
starting
it
to
and find
understand
out.
why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
If that's the taste he truly wants, far be it from me to contradict. His cuisine is a rather delicate repast.
They're gonna be in pain later.
Well, mind if we chat a little?
They're gonna suffer.
I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Everyone was thinking
Do
it.
I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shionne is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I think
I don't really
Kisara
get
would
that kind of vibe
kill
from
herself.
Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law...
That line in the
Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
ouch.
Dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Poor Law.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit.
Hey, Runaway, shouldn't you be the dog? You're being a bit of a bitch after all. Fucking hell, just taking jabs at Law for no reason. It's only fair I take a jab
Good
back, because that was rude. Infernal tongue. God damn it. No. Ooh, KO prevention useful.
I want to go back to bed.
Tough.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
You fucking
Now
sucker.
that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want.
Oh
Just
god,
remember
no.
to give them to me the next time you get changed.
No.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
Look at Shionne
And
in that
Law,
panel.
Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing having it pointed out like this.
And Shionne?
Why her?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Oh.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
Still shouldn't
That's
stink
no
though.
excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
I don't know about
Now
that.
you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Also, something that was mentioned, if you eat too many food with too many spices too often, it becomes hard to eat food without them. It's definitely true, because it adjusts your palate, but at the same, because your taste buds adjust to that. It's like, for me, I enjoy a lot of salt on food, and that's something that I probably need to turn down, but that's because of an adjustment in palate. I don't like food very often without salt, like, beyond just, you know, adding it in during the cooking process. So, I can completely get it when it comes to spices, and it doesn't help that Alphen can't feel pain, really, because normally I'd say the chemical reaction of burning, like the feeling of being burnt, isn't pleasant, but if you can't feel it, then it's just a flavor enhancement until it tastes like death, because things that have too much spice really do tend to taste like death. I don't mind mild food. For me, I like things to be, unless they're desserts, on the salty side, though I'm quite terrible with salt, if anything. It's not just me, though, it's most people within the family who lived in my house, so yeah. It's just an adjustment to my palate that just naturally happened, and I'm not the only one with it, it just happens. Aiden Ruins. Okay.
I think Hootle senses something.
Ooh. What? I'm guessing that's the wolves in the distance, and the camera angle made them heard.
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big...
Am I even going the right bloody way? I could be completely going the wrong way.
Bustling with people back in the day.
Die.
Let's see what you've got.
Nice try, asshole.
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf.
Doesn't look like a wolf.
You picked the wrong fight. Too fast.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Here I come. In a bind.
You're finished. You're finished.
Do it.
Lemonade with you?
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
You're mine. It's over.
Do it!
Jolie! In an instant. Impact block.
Sweet. Okay. Okay, that would be really good, so I should probably save for it. Damn it. Fine. I'm not too far off. A level up will maybe get me there. Damn it.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
I want the owl. Fine.
Get lost!
You're mine. You're finished.
easy, huh, Hootle?
Not that way at all. Do I really want to go down there? Probably for extra stuff. You dick. Fine.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I don't see how they compared this thing to a wolf, though. Like, look at its face.
Can't get out of this. See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. It's over. Flying
You
free.
picked the wrong fight. Shionne, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Radiant light. Force of regeneration. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Nice.
First strike. Quiver dragon. Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
I'm grateful. Did you just heal me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
The heavens must be smiling.
I see you. I see you. Hey, buddy. I already have, like, big versions of angel wings.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
They can wait. Will I die?
Guess I misread the landing.
Give. How is an whatever game. Whatever. Fine. Fine. You say whatever you want. Sweet. Oh, okay, something for fishing. Neat. Livestock reaches maturity really damn fast in this game. Come on. I'm trying to. Thank you.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I never miss.
Swallow dance. Castle. Air pressure.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
You're mine. Now you see what I can do. I'm ready.
We got fire.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Nice.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Yeah, sweet. Oh yeah, there's a jump button that didn't help. Game. What in the game? What the fuck? Thank you. That was fucking stupid. Die, birds.
I won't forgive you. Primed and ready. Where are you going?
A double.
It's over.
Resonate with the
What the
earth.
fuck?
You're mine. It's over.
Game, you do some interesting stuff sometimes.
Scoundrels.
Like that.
No further.
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that. I'm ready.
Eternal devastation.
Rotating pile driver. Can you take it?
I'll take you all on.
Quiver dragon.
Do it.
Structurally. In an instant. Impact block.
achieve such harmony?
Takes a singular will.
Yeah, I like that one. It's been a while since we fought these sorts of creatures.
Get lost!
It's been a hot minute. Die!
Take this!
Back in their defense!
Glad you have your uses.
Armor won't. I'll show you how useful I can be.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
No further! I owe you one.
Glimmer Flame! I'm on a roll now!
Be still! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Ooh. It's actually nice to see the aftermath of that.
Where are you going?
Take this! You're finished! Eternal devastation!
Lunar corruption!
Long! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off! Take this!
One more! It's Pronto Field!
Take this! No escape!
Stalagmite!
There we go.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
No. Make him win. Is there anything else? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, sorry. How was that?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Yeah, they grew real quick. Wait. Wait. I will eventually want every single weapon for collector's sake, but probably not the best thing to focus on right this moment. No.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Actually. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yes.
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
There are
if you
still
want,
so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
oh, it's neat. She actually is the one who's doing it. If you want to get rid of the rat, you have to actually go to the ranch, find it here, and speak to it. I wonder why. Oh, interesting. Old habits die hard. I'm gonna mute myself and have a sip of a drink.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law? I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
I'm back and
Point
all.
taken.
I was blushing
You
there.
just like looking after people.
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day,
She's a
Miguel
bloody
and I used
mum.
to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Dahnans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place.
Yeah, it
That
didn't.
instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
No,
Looking
but
at her now,
we will if he's
I think
incompetent.
she's more like his mom than his servant.
Real. Counting the parties. God damn it.
What's up, Kisara?
Don't you
look
complain
concerned.
about how I use gold.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
More than half.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dahnan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dahna, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Dahnan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
That's a fair point.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Doesn't mean you couldn't tell
Maybe
them.
no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
You still
It's
should have
not
told
enough
them.
to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
No.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen just got put in his bloody place. Oof.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shionne's Fire Master Core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
He doesn't
You
have
mean
it.
my Earth Master Core, yes?
We took it.
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
Didn't
I
Shionne
do.
take it?
Each
Oh.
Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Dahnan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shionne can use theirs?
Well, Alphen doesn't have
That
one.
may be because Shionne has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Dahnans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my master core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Okay, I was about to say I thought you didn't use it.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Dahnans and the deaths of Renans.
Dahnans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Ugh. Little shit. That looks more like a smoothie. No, it looks more like, oh God, sorbet to me. Because of the colour, but hey, whatever. Bleh. Anytime you give me anything color-wise, food or drink-related, a vivid green is a no from me. Like, not even apple juice is any what green, so there's no reason. Rinwell is definitely an angry Twitter poster. It's an interesting one. I don't think she's that bad, it's just the discrimination against Dahnans makes no sense since it's actually the Renans that caused her people suffering, not the Dahnans. No, the opposite way around, I fucked that up. The discrimination against Renans despite it was the Dahnans that caused her people to get screwed over. I messed that one up. Oh well, I fucked that one up. That just is what it is now. I still don't understand this, though. This still fucks with me. I don't understand why this is a thing in real life, either. I'm not trying to rewrite history. I fucked up. Damn it. Can the boy even bloody cook? Okay, he can cook one thing so far. Two things. So Halim can only make two things. Paimon would eat. Paimon would eat anything though. Not a, yeah, he's right. That's not a high bar. I've been cancelled. Fucking hell.
Hey!
Oh, come on, you're cooking me from interacting with it. Fuck you, game.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
Screw you, game. Gives the option to interact with characters. Cooks you when you interact with one of them over the other.
Before we go, do you guys have everything?
You don't have to act like I'm mother. I don't want to screw over fast traveling, so I'm gonna quickly check for the next area, then I'll go to the ranch and try and clear off that bloody rat.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Okay, this is the complete wrong way, isn't it? Damn it. I may have gone the wrong way. Oh well. Oops. Oh shit.
Okay, off we go.
Okay. First off, Not that one. Here. Oh yeah, it's not a bad thing because I have obviously gotten items out of it, just I have gone the wrong way.
We've reached our destination.
There's a bloody rodent. There it is.
You better not come back. Got it?
Yep. Piss off. It makes me so sad that you get to like get all the animals like hoarded together, and then later it just turns out you've killed them all and they all do disappear. It's neat that they actually changed the patterns of the animals at random too. Like, I guess it's not a big deal, it's just a nice little touch. May as well go here while I can since it's telling me to get something from the owl forest. Give me rewards. Crimson Hairpin.
Looks like we got another reward.
I didn't realize that so many still remained. Dahnan owls truly are majestic indeed.
I would not see them as majestic.
I
Cute,
thought the
yes.
Dahnan owls had all but died out myself. That's what I get for making assumptions.
Just so we're clear, this place is supposed to be a secret.
Yes, I'm aware. Places like these should be kept out of the public eye.
It's a pity, though. With proper training, they could be made into a magnificent chorus.
Impressed owl.
What are they hooting about now?
The previous dialogue.
Alphen and Shionne can interpret for us, right?
Yeah, they were interpreting
Huh?
for them the last time, which
no,
was really funny.
It was just a lucky guess last time.
Yeah? Maybe you'll be lucky twice. Go on, give it a shot.
Really?
Owl whisperers.
Well, if you say
Shionne's
so.
just like, what the fuck?
Let's see. Listen to them. Are they really up to the task?
What do you mean? You're the one who put them in charge.
Yeah. The owls wait for them too, which makes it
It's
worse.
my responsibility to protect our friends.
Stop trying to take everything upon yourself.
This is what the owls are saying?
Of course.
I must say, though, we've found quite a number of owls. It's a testament to how much you care for Hootle, Rinwell.
I wonder which branch Hootle will perch on.
Rinwell?
Aww.
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Well, come on. The perches are only half filled. We've got to find the rest of the owls.
But yeah, I went back to previous areas and I found all of the ones for each of the previous zones. There was so bloody... Look how many are on this tree. There's a lot of owls. This place? Yeah, this way. Or the other one. Calaglia definitely had the most owls, yes. Yes, there's an absolute ton of them on the tree. The thing I wonder is if New Game Plus is in this game like it is in most Tales games, because normally
We've
you
reached
get...
our destination.
You can get the devil arms in other games, and those are like the elite weapons in the game where it's based on the power of each of the weapons is based on bloody how many things you kill, which is nuts. But you can get the devil arms and they carry over, and so does, I think certain other equipment could carry over, your accessories potentially did, and your levels, of course. I don't remember about collectibles though. So would the owls carry over? God knows. Or would you have to find them all again?
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her Dahnan bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
It's not really a spoiler. I'm just asking if the owls carry over, and they're a collectible.
I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
Mine. I know that the game's probably gonna have a new game plus. That wasn't what I asked. I asked if the owls carry over into New Game Plus as a collectible you've already found or not. Because, yeah, no, all the Tales games have New Game Plus. All of them. I think if any don't, it's only the really old entries that I never tried New Game Plus on. But all of the newer games definitely do. And the only game I haven't played is Beasteria, so... And I'd presume that one also has New Game Plus. And that was because Zestiria was so shit. To me, I did not enjoy it. Damn it, what the hell did the Renans do to it? We're not going to get out of here unless we find a way around it. Why don't we just look around and see if there's anything useful? Would you really want to get on a dodgy elevator that you're not sure works very well? I personally wouldn't. It'd kinda scare me. A wise idea. Perhaps we'll find another way down. That alright with you, Shionne? Sure. Give. We do not refuse free shit in games. Give. So long as you don't go into information about the end game in areas, please keep that the hell away from me. Well, to be fair, in the Tales games, before this entry, there was quite strict deadlines on getting certain content done. So, to me, New Game Plus was a good way to actually do all the side quests, because side quests and stuff like Vesperia, they were really obnoxious to get all of them done. They had really, really strict time limits and could be anywhere in the previous zones you had visited. Meanwhile, here, that doesn't seem like an issue whatsoever in this game, which I really appreciate because it's way more friendly for gameplay. I don't think you're using the word nonce correctly there. Don't use that. no offense, it's just not the right term for this.
See what happened there as you crossed me. As it curls up, time to get out of the way.
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
So like terms that refer to that sort of thing, really, I don't want to see on the channel if possible. It's not appropriate. Anything else works that isn't, you know, racist or anything, just God. Don't casually use that. It reflects on me and I don't approve of that usage. I wouldn't call someone passively a nonce.
We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
Hopefully it doesn't come across as me lecturing, I'm not trying to, it's just it reflects more on me than it does you because it's on my channel and I don't want to be associated to it.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Armor won't. I'm like bait to them. In a bind, it's over.
I never miss.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Oh, it's not a rule, it's just I don't think... Either way, no point in going on about it. Hopefully it doesn't come across as lecturing. I don't want anyone to feel like that.
That's my shield.
Shut him down.
I never miss.
You're finished. You're mine. You're finished. Not done. Tackle.
Shattering the pieces.
It's gonna be interesting to see the devil arms.
I can feel my precision improving.
Because that's something probably to look forward to down the road. I'd presume that they're gonna keep that trend in these games. So they existed in every other game. Oh. How's that lovely out of place? That looks completely out of place here. Was it for a lord? Yeah, and booze. Oh, money. A collection of literature pertaining to astral arts across multiple fields of research. Yeah, so she's here. Well, that's a neat little doorway. She's got herself hold up quite well. If anything, she's made the people who chased her out look like a bloody joke. Yeah, no, you blew up your own people, but I can just, you know, come to this place and it's very chill. The moment we, like, go into wherever this lady is, she's just watching Netflix or something. It's like, yeah, I've just been here. It's been fine. Gimme. Die.
Coming through. Carve through armor. Another incantation.
Ignite.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
No further. Now I'm in the groove.
Look sharp.
Lightning fire blade. See that?
That training's paying off. Too fast. Stand back. I'll trip it up. I'll tear you apart. I'm on a roll now. Crumble. It's over. Ready and ready. Start up. I can carve through already.
Annihilation!
Hootle just like
This should make for
pogo
some
sticked
good
off
weapon
it.
crafting material.
I'm almost level 30, that's a thought. Okay, let's have a look at this one.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Dahnans castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Renwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late.
I saw a subreddit post complaining about the new skits. I have mixed feelings. I feel like using the in-game models for the skits is a bit disappointing, but at the same time I really love the way they're framed, and I don't think it takes anything away from the interactions, and the interactions are good. Just, I do think design-wise it's way nicer to use, because in the previous games they drew art specifically for the skits, and I actually really liked that because it was more artwork being put into the game. So using the in-game models, in my opinion, is really lazy in comparison, because that means you're actually having to make less assets to go towards them. But the in-game models are really good still, so I'm not going to complain. So it's a personal preference thing. I think that the artwork in the previous games for skits was good, and I would have liked it if they kept them. But I also like the way that they frame the skits now. It's like it feels like it's done within it's done like a manga, which actually takes a lot of effort when you think about the way that manga is framed. Like, it's intentionally done so the panels catch your eye and you can naturally follow the lines for how the scenes progress. And they're doing that even here. So it's not done lazily. If anything, I think the organisation of the paneling within skits is actually done better than the way that they framed skits in previous games. Because in the previous games you just had the characters' portraits constantly there, and they desaturate in colour, well, they darken in the instances that they weren't in use, so when the character was silent, and then they'd go back to full colour or standard colour when the character was talking, to direct your eyes to who was interacting with who and who was speaking in turn.
I've been doing really great lately.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, the sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
I like the outfits you put on appear in the new skits. that's the benefit of using the models instead of the actual drawn-up characters, because when they did it with artwork specifically for skits, they weren't going to draw the character in every single outfit they could obtain. So, there's that aspect. There's the aspect that you can customize the characters a bit, but at the same time, it's a hit and miss. I think it's down to personal taste. I both like and dislike it in a way, because I actually liked the fact there was extra artwork, but I also like the fact that the paneling in the skits here is a lot better. And the thing is, I like the standard outfit of the characters. Like, for the sake of story reasons, I kind of want to... Just because it's my first experience with the game, I don't really want to use some sort of costume while I experience the story. Despite the costumes are similar.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason.
Because it's like, for example, we went from this outfit to this one, and that happened within the story. Meanwhile, if the paneling was set like it was for previous Till skits, then we would have been stuck in one of these outfits within any skit we encountered. But it's like, I'm intentionally keeping Sincleaver Armor version because it actually is the story outfit, and I feel like it's very cool to use. In actuality, I'd probably use this one with the wings because it'd be... I like the wings. It's like, notice I haven't got any attachments on characters either. But it's like Noble Ash. I actually like Noble Scarlet a lot, but I'd probably use Noble Ash with the wings just because the wings are very nice, and the outfit that suits them best is the one I'd probably want to use. Oh, what the hell did I actually get last time? I'm gonna check. Oh. That's neat. Well, skits across all of the games, just to...
me, or is anyone else peckish?
Just to respond to the point you made, Prideful. I think the skits are good across all of the games, and they still fulfill the same purpose, so I don't see why people are complaining. If anything, I think it's kind of childish that they are. Just because, either way, regardless of presentation, it's still an extra bit that technically doesn't need to be in the game, but is there just to build the characters, and they do a good job at that. That's the important bit. So whether you like them for presentation or not, it's a personal taste thing, as long as they fulfill their function. Yeah, that's the thing that I like the Portrait Arts 4 arc. That's the reason why I actually prefer the, That's why I actually prefer the artwork drawn for skits rather than using the character models, but I do think they're able to accomplish some good expressions using the character models as well. And I'm glad that you're at least enjoying that aspect of Tales of Vesperia, because you questioned about how slow the game felt. The game does feel faster, but it's not as fast as Arise in gameplay, based on memory. Not to say it's bad by any means, but the game picks up in speed when it comes to combat later.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Been here before. To be fair, I personally don't particularly care.
It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
I personally don't care what the fan base as a whole thinks, because I think that's trying to build your opinions off of other people's, and it's not really needed. It's like, each to their own. It's something on personal taste though, so I don't think it's really worth getting too upset about.
Is that a healing art?
It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
I shall ensure you survive this. A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Let the marksman handle this. Right behind you. Where are you going?
I'll show you how useful I can be.
Leave me smelling to me.
Yeah, and probably to me. Anything in armor. These sticks have got your name on them.
Here, let me help.
It's over! Lightning thrust!
Do it. Take this.
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Your blade moves like silk.
I'll crush you.
And there he goes.
Lightning ring.
Can everyone else trigger their Mystic Arts as much as this boy? He triggers it a bloody lot. Come on.
One deadly strike, just as ordered.
Mine. Oh, the lizard fins will let me build a different weapon. Sweet. I'm pretty sure it was lizard fins anyway. Die.
Right, here goes!
I just hope that in this game the skits aren't missable. Well, that was something that really upset me, is if certain stuff triggered and made it so you missed skits, you wouldn't be able to get them. So it was either reload your save or you missed certain shit.
No further! Keep charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Oh, these two.
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
I'm not done! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Well, the fact Law triggers his Mystic Art so much is the reason why I've got him on the team, because there's no reason to not make use of it.
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
No, wonderful.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Dahnans ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
Manuel, shut up.
I'm like bait to them. I'll smash you! You're mine! Hurricane you take it, and you should see me.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Scoot back! Stand back. I'll trip it up. I have no limits. I owe you one. Eternal devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet
Nice.
Inferno!
I'll heal you all.
I just like seeing the animation.
Those are impressive skills.
They took a lifetime to master.
No, keep training.
So that's how a lord fights.
I don't perform as well when I'm disturbed.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear you say that.
There you are! Do it! Dragon Shell!
That phrasing, Dohalim. That phrasing was fucking hideous.
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part!
Magical tunic,
We
okay.
got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
The appearance doesn't bloody matter, Dohalim. Shut up. The one thing I will say is in this game, I don't like the fact that the armor is set for specific characters, because in some of the previous games you could equip the characters could have different types of armor, but some would equip on more than one character. So it made it so if you weren't using a certain character, you could repurpose their gear to someone else. Meanwhile, now the only thing that goes on other characters is the accessories. Well, yeah, the accessories.
What? Sentimental?
Can't get out of this! It's over!
The thing that's funny is he turned his nubs up a gear he wouldn't even be bloody wearing. It's something for Shionne. Like his opinion bloody matters, and she doesn't seem to care that much, and she's the one who's into fashion.
These fists have got your name on them!
And again, fucking hell, boy.
I'm sorry to be a father.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh.
I shall provide assistance.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
A comfortable win.
Chicken that's been in this place would probably be off. Some sheets filled with complex diagrams and symbols related to astral arts are strewn about. I wonder who those are. Also, she's got a lot of booze in here. Time to break our knees. Let's go. Oh, okay. I wonder what this means. Boss fight? Yes. Let's bloody fight, lady. I'm just waiting for us to get knocked out the moment we step in.
There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
You know, if the fight gets too
From the
rough
look of
under here, we're
things,
probably gonna
I don't think
die.
anybody's been here for
This
a
place
while.
would cave in.
If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
Aren't you happy?
I don't understand. Did Bayfont lie?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing. Take this. I'll finish you here and now.
I feel bad for this thing that its weak spot is right near its ass.
Resonate with the earth. Burn in hell. Eat stalagmite. Here I come. Hurricane.
Sorry, I don't make the rules, I just follow them in this case by stabbing the weak point.
Ready and forward. If we can carve through armor. This ends now. Mega thrust. Eternal devastation. Can't get out of this. Take this. Oh, now you're talking. Here I come. You're finished. Take this. Eternal devastation. Tear. Mega sonic thrust.
Nice try.
Now back into the fray.
Take this.
Annihilation.
Hurricane. Heal. I really owe you one. Eat this. Watch this. Let's hit.
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Radiant light. Some regeneration time. Can't get out of this.
Stay still.
Yeah, at least you look concerned.
The sooner you stop
Now you
thanking,
see what
the
I can
sooner you
do.
can start helping.
I mean, yes, sir.
Here I go. Got you.
Heal me.
Amazing.
Okay, here I go.
I'm ready.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Will this help?
You're mine. Now I'm in the groove. You're mine.
Okay. Here I go. Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
To stop you dying.
Sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Nope. 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 No. 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 No.
Right, watch out.
No. 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 Come on, you get. Oh.
Take this.
Your helping me has become a pattern.
For the good of all of us.
Is it now?
There we go.
Take it down.
I'll finish you here and now. It's go time. Take this. I can carve through armor.
Back into the fray.
I'm on it.
By the power of one.
Elusive deity.
They've got me in their sights. I'll heal you all.
Piss off.
Here I come. It's over.
Healing circle.
Ooh.
Such unadulterated fury.
Where are you going? Here's a healing arm.
Oh god, this thing's getting angrier.
Try harder.
Nah.
It's trying to take us out.
Well, I won't go quiet.
Get away from. Get away.
Flaming now. Soaring
Ooh.
fear.
Healing circle.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a concern out there.
No, that'd be silly.
Here's a healing arm.
Now I'm in this. I'll smash you.
Back into the fray. Back into the
Be
fray.
still. Start up. Eat this. Rising in a bind.
Here's a
Here I
healing
come.
arm.
Storm.
I'm grateful.
Resonate with the earth. I'm ready. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. See that?
Training's paying off.
Lightning thrust. Oh, now I'm real mad.
Use it. Use it. Use it. Use it.
Benediction light.
Use it fast. Use it fast.
Burn in hell. You're mine.
incredible power. Try harder!
Where are you going?
Here I come! In the groove!
Here I come.
Use on it.
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
You fucking wasted it, Locke.
Now you see what I can do.
Forgive me. Stay away from my friend! Eat this! Take this! Dazzle! Start up!
I'll bring you back from
Rising crumble!
Out of the woods,
Will this
it
help?
seems.
Healing circle.
Okay, here I go. Freaking does it! Elusive deity! I'm on! You're mine!
Cheeky shit.
Freaking does it! It's tectonic! Eternal devastation! Megasonic thrust! This can't get out of this! Talon storm! Ignite!
Stab you in the ass. It works.
I never miss.
You're finished!
I'm impressed.
There we go.
It won't escape me! Carve through armor! Eternal devastation! Crush! Swallow dance! Now I get the groove!
Such unadulterated fury.
No, no, no. There we go. Piss off. Huh. Now
So
where
much
is
for
this
finding the
woman?
Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shionne, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
Oh.
It's none of your concern.
Yes, it is.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap. Remember?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on.
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
Ooh.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others.
No.
You care, Shionne. That's why I want to help.
The others are just kind of there.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude.
She's tearing up as
Until
well.
the day I died. I knew I would be alone.
Oh.
And now?
He can't feel it, even though it's probably hurting him like fuck. Oh.
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Oh.
Get rid of?
How would you manage
There's a
that
way
though?
to do that? Really?
Oh god, I'm holding cover your eyes.
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renus Alma.
The Renus Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the crown contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory.
Interesting.
It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shionne, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
You
That
two can hug
includes
now.
us, right?
Keep out! Fucking damn it, Law.
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
All of you, keep
What kind
out.
of friends would we be otherwise?
Also, look at the hair for a second there on the back. Her hair didn't render in the colour
Thank you.
properly. Kisara's, I mean. There's sections of it that
Dahnan
look
liberation
grey.
and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this lord and their master core, we start by heading back to Nias.
The others just had to get involved in that. God damn it.
Who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shionne?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
Do it.
I'm joking. Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shionne's not scary at all.
Alphen.
Aww.
I'll just, leave you two alone.
Yeah, you should.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Let's aim to die.
Oh,
That'll
yeah,
draw
I've
out our
noticed you look
strength.
stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
That was a bit much there, boy. Down rule.
I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Nias for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dahna. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
Yeah, we know.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Dahnans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Dahnans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
Because, like, look, for example, the candle's still being lit. Someone's been here recently. And yeah, you can say that fires would keep kindling for a while. Not if they're exposed like this. I hate crows.
About damn time.
Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
Did they catch her?
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
Oh, he ratted you out.
But why would he feed you
Shit.
bad intel?
Wonderful.
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord.
Oh, great.
The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Interesting.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the
Then
meantime,
prove she's here.
I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city. So I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
This is gonna be a bad look, okay.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this.
I don't trust this at all. Feels like a setup.
I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almeidrea. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
Oh, great. Don't get me stuck on fucking characters, game. I don't know what his position was before this shit happened. If we can even trust his account on anything. Because if you work too close to her, then I'd assume it's a ploy between the two of them.
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said,
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down?
And if it's not a plan between the two of them, then she's trapping and getting revenge, which honestly wouldn't be hard, considering she has astral arts at her disposal and they do not. So she could just nuke them back. Oh, sweet. Yeah, we'll wait in the room, screw it. Mute for a second for a drink.
These must be the Dahnans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadeye would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
I'm back.
Well,
What the?
is that?
yes. It's Lord Almeidrea Chineris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
That's,
Is this supposed to be justice?
No. And here we see the Dahnans being really fucked up. I just heard light her up already in the back.
Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen.
Oh, they're all gonna die. Are we gonna see them all die en masse? No, that's... Wow, that's fucking...
Don't do it!
Ooh. I don't know if that shit goes on you. Oh, it's like funneling into the fire. Oh, fuck. Well, that went well. Fucking hell. Respect that they actually did it. Damn. What the fuck? So she rigged them all up. Wow, alright. The fire didn't even affect her. That fucking expression. Jesus. They deserved it, but fine, we'll stab her then. Respect that they went through with it now. Now we get to kill this woman. Well, the decent guy didn't have the drink that had the fruit of Helgen in. Because he wasn't celebrating this bitch's capture and demise.
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
Huh. Her eyes, Jesus.
I found you at last.
Who? Huh?
I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Danny? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then.
Okay, that's where the
I guess there was
racism comes
one
from.
survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you!
You're an idiot, and don't defend her, you're just gonna make this worse. Oh. she could stab him in the back and he'd be dead now.
What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that.
You're trying to be a good boy, lol, but bloody hell.
I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell, I don't know what I'm doing.
This moment is really forced for me.
Still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people. Why did you? Why you are?
This is really forced for me, so I'm not impacted by it at all.
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor.
Whoa! Whoa!
Rearranging life and death to form new hellish compositions. That is what I do best. Now
Whoa, that's a cool boss.
Ma, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up. Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need it.
It's not the first time, don't worry about it.
Go for the weak point!
Can you take a new melody? Anything in armor is all mine. Shine, radiant light. In a bind.
Take this!
All finishes here now.
Not today!
I don't want to go near that tornado, thank you. I just want to kill your tail.
This one's mine!
Take this!
Here, let me help!
Eagle side. All finish you here and now.
Into the shadow!
Everlasting darkness. Negative gate. I'm on. Resonate with the Try harder.
Nice try, asshole.
Here, let me help!
I can carve through armor.
First aid!
Oh,
Can you take it? Coming through!
fuck off.
Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc!
Now we're not can't get out of this.
Be still! Stardust! This one's all mine! Rising Falcon! Burn!
Elusive deity.
You're mine!
Roll now.
It's over! Here I come! Blue escape!
Elusive deity. Off like a
Listen, I just want to kill you and destroy your tail. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Stop.
Can't get out of this.
Where are you going? Here's a healing arm.
Tear you apart. Big Mac. Tornado drive. Swallow dance.
Ow, 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 ow. Move, 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 move. Thank you.
Anything in armor is all mine. Can you take it? Try harder. Thank you.
Nice try, you dickhead.
I can carve through armor. Now or never. Stardust. Take this. Watch this. All good things come to an end.
Come on. Be a good little idiot.
Tails a problem. Then let's focus there first.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You picked the wrong punch.
Trust me, I'm trying to solve it.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shell!
There we go. Come on.
Lightning tiger blade!
Will this help?
Rumble! You're mine!
I never miss.
You're finished! Stardust! I'm on it! Changing tactics!
Okay, there we go. Is it back on? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, I got disconnected. Wonderful. Come on, game. Oh, God. No, no, no. Be good. Come get me, asshole.
I couldn't make it in time. This one's all mine. Eat dirt.
Listen, I just want your tail to die.
I'm not done. Try harder.
I never miss.
I'm on it. Healing storm. Now or never.
By the power of water.
Take this. It's over. I'll smash you. Here I come. Crush. Take chronic punch. Crush. On your way. I'm on it.
Glacial spear. Here's evil. Here's a healing arm. I'll heal you all.
Swallow dance. Take this.
Quiver drag. Healing
You're mine. I'm on a roll. I owe you one.
Get away from it. Thank you, Shionne.
Burn in hell. Storm. Eternal devastation. You're mine. I'll smash you. Eternal devastation.
Your tail can take hits. Oh, shit.
I never miss.
Eagle fly. Talon sword.
Radiant
I'll take you. You're mine. Eat this. That's enough. I'll tear you apart. Devastation. This one's in a bind. Talon sword. Eternal devastation. Crush.
Here's a healing arm.
Can you take it? Shattering. Attack time.
Into the shadow.
First try. Wicked does it. Burn in hell. Take this. Crush. Stardust. First try. Wicked does it.
No, no, no.
Now I'm real mad.
Do it.
Negative kick. On your knees.
Here, let me help.
I'll crush you.
Kill him.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Eternal devastation!
Heal! Crush!
Healing circle!
It's wide open!
Finally. Fuck you.
If it's in the sky,
We actually do remove its tail. Ooh.
No further!
astral energy!
Say no more.
It really is a monster hunter moment. Bye bye, tail.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almeidrea got away. Linwell, are you... What the hell happened here? Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
The one
I've
kid
been outside
person.
the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
They gone.
Almeidrea's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Dahnans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadeye.
Nothing of
Damn,
value
I'm
was
dead.
lost.
Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Don't worry, man. Nothing of value was lost.
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If
An
she managed
asshole,
to
but-
find kinship in Kelzalek, then I'd say the very worst kind.
Oof.
It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almeidrea makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her.
You don't have to. Just chill on the way you're handling
What
it.
am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Don't be stupid.
Rinwell.
No one expects that.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But
look-
if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength.
The person you're most racist towards is
However,
being nice.
Think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almeidrea, then what will you do?
Huh?
I already
I'm
noticed
saying you're
about
going
how
to have
sick
to find a
Kisara
way to
looked.
survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almeidrea's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
You owe her an
She's
apology.
right. We could never truly know the pain that Almeidrea has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shionne. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almeidrea without me. I need to be there. Please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live. Without hate.
Are you gonna thank her? Are you gonna be
That
nice to
said,
Shionne?
It'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Bayfon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there. A floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing. But now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go.
She's the one so far taking the crown contest the most seriously, which is the fuck bit. Aww, the intervener. Attaboy. KO prevention, yes. Oh hell fucking yes. Increased awakening attack. God damn it, game. Game's just like, here you go, Law. You get the most potential out of the awakening. Increased rules extension attack. Of fucking course it does. That's why wouldn't it, right? Increased normal attack limit. That's useful, to be fair. Yeah. And then we'll also go for this one. Yes. Mid-air damage, yes. Yes. Just in case the character wants to use them. And yes. I find it so funny that her cooking is the one that increases your ailments. Anyway. AG restored from critical hits is something I'll definitely want on him down the road again. Boost gauge from that. Useful, just at the same time. There's other ones that I think could be better. Yeah, we'll go this one. You can save for a little bit. Yeah, I may as well just get these two. Dark Sorcerer, you give more shit. Game. And that would have been so fucking... Game, you suck. I could have done with this sooner. Fine.
What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
My astral arts are coming along quite nicely.
Coming along? What do you want to do with them?
Oh, you know. Sprout flowers from the tip of my staff, suspended in midair.
So you want to be a street magician then?
You want to be a street magician? Yes. Let him be a street magician. Why not? Good a use as any. It's fine. I shouldn't make use of the inn. Oh? Okay.
I still can't believe what that Almeidrea did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Well, the thing is, to hell would they even count as human?
There's no way she's getting away with this.
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah.
This isn't me trying to be awful or anything, it's just... the Renans, to an extent, this doesn't justify her though at all. But the fact is, the Renans would have been raised on the same innate fear that all humans possessed. We all have xenophobia to an extent. We fear what we don't understand or are not familiar with. And at the end of the day, Renans and Dahnans are different. So ultimately, it's just bound to lead to bad shit. And at the end of the day, one of the societies has been above the other for 300 years. It's like, would they even consider the slaves human? No, I don't think so. Doesn't make it right, it just simply is the case, though. Everyone I know is dead, if only I'd stop them. Yeah, nah, they're... It's like, I'm interested to see what Lenegis and Rena is like as a whole. It's annoying that I'm able to make this one before this one. I need more lizard fins.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I've been checking their equipment for them, so they kind of don't need to. Actually, I'm gonna check real quick if any of them have talents that unlock due to cooking. I'll sort that some other point. NPCs save, that'll passively be sought. Artifacts gathered, can't really do much about that one right now. That one will passively happen. That one will happen at some point as well. Owls met 80%, items collected 50%, fine. So, meals cooked ice cream, I can sort hers now. Power strike, favorite meals cooked 5. Okay, so 2 are reliant on cooking to get some of their titles. I'll sort Renwell's first, because hers is going to be the first one to trigger.
Whoa, that came out perfect. This ice cream tastes so good.
That's cute.
I swear, you're always having ice cream, even when it's freezing cold out.
And who made you the food police?
No one. I'm just saying that's a lot of ice cream. Don't you ever, throw up or anything?
Did you really just say that? Try thinking before you talk.
Huh? What do you mean? All I'm saying is I'm just a little worried about you, okay?
Well, don't be. I can have ice cream whenever I want.
You say that, but you know what's gonna happen if you keep eating ice cream all the time.
Go on.
It's none of your business what I eat or how often.
Arguing over the consumption of a frozen dairy product. Ah, to be young.
Naive might be more accurate.
Real. Sugar connoisseur. Bloody cost. And there's KO prevention, okay. To be fair, this isn't a drawback to have put on her, so fine. Ah, okay, so I went to an area in advance. Fine game, sure, that makes sense. And since someone is saying that there might be interactions here,
We've reached our destination.
I'm not gonna cook. They can sleep, but I'm not cooking. I've already made. Well, actually, to be fair. To be fair, it contributes towards someone else's, so I may as well screw it.
I hope we manage to catch Almeidrea soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Oh, owl.
Hootle. I don't know what to do.
Renwell's Vendetta.
My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidrea who did it. I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dahnan mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Dahnan?
Nah.
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Good boy. Now. Can't make this one. I think I made that one already. I don't think I've made this as Kisar, have I? I don't think so.
This looks perfect.
God damn it, you won't let me interact with Shionne.
Kisar, let's talk for a bit.
Disappointing.
Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
He seems to come up a lot whenever we
That's
talk
because
to her
had no
in
other
general.
relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol. The one I looked up to and wanted to be like.
And yet you treated him kind of
When I
like
became a
shit until
guardsman,
his last moments.
Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him.
Little shit.
You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
It's neat and all, but at the same time, the fact that she brings him up so often, it's like, what can she credit herself?
Before we go, do you guys have everything?
What can she credit herself for knowing how to do if she's gonna claim that everything is thanks to him? It shows, yeah, she's independent now and acts like a mother to the group, but currently it doesn't seem like she's developed anything for herself and instead was instructed on every little thing by her brother. And honestly, that's not something anyone should be proud of if someone else has to carry you along and teach you everything. I get that everyone has to come from somewhere, but come on. Wrong one. I think I'm gonna call it if it's okay with you guys, then I can at least take it easy before we actually kill the bitch. Obviously talking about the Lord there. God. We have to deal with that woman. I can say that the hellish quote-unquote events, well, quote-unquote hellish events that we saw were kind of expected. I don't know how I feel about how kind of forced the moment with Rinwell was, but at the same time they did have to explain why she held a racism towards Renans, when realistically, as I said, she should have hated absolutely everyone, not just the Renans. But if, you know, that cow went in and killed her family, it does make sense. Just, God. Realistically, the Lord would have just killed Law, since he had already taken a hit and his back was towards his enemy. But yeah, the reveal was incredibly sudden, but at the same time, it's not like it wasn't exactly expected that things would come to a boiling point. Just, the way they could have done it could have been a lot better. I do like the gradual build-up up until the point with Shionne. Shionne's reveal is nice, because it actually shows she's opening up, and Alphen actually managed to squeeze some answers out of her. Yeah, I already get the idea that the Lord was just enjoying the show, but here's the thing, what would have made more of a show? Stabbing him in the back and making her feel even more enraged and freaking herself out, and then her also then trying to kill this person who can then kick her ass? It's like, it would have made a way more dramatic show for her if she'd have hurt Law. So it feels like a cop-out, and people excusing a kind of poorly set up behavioural pattern for an enemy. You know, it's also up to interpretation that, you know, this character would just leave things to stand because they wanted the show out of it, because realistically, if you wanted a better show, you'd make things more dramatic. And it's clear that she's perfectly fine with egging people on to action as well, because what did she do with all the people that were surrounding her waiting for the fire to burn? She let them basically kill themselves. And the thing is, ultimately, this is gonna backfire on her because we probably will deal with her. So it seems like a poor excuse that, oh, it's just to watch things pan out. The thing is, if you wanted things to pan out as dramatic as possible, you'd make them as dramatic as you can. She did it with another instance with all the people that ended up turning into metallic liquid. That's all I'm saying. Yet again, the point I made holds up for her as well. It still would impact the same way and pull out the personality of the Lord the same way. At the end of the day, we've already seen it, well, heard of it being very cutthroat too. She killed all of Rinwell's family just for information. So as said, it's down to personal preference, but at the end of the day, it would be very in line with the character for her to have killed Law. Instead of just watching him take the hits and freak Rinwell out. If you really want her to feel bad or angry, bloody kill him. That's on her hands because she's the reason why Law would have turned his back to an enemy. And anyway, no point in continuing that one. Thank you all for tuning in, I really appreciate it. It's been fun. And if you haven't already... When I say something's done, it's a little awkward to then see a comment continuing it. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in, I really appreciate it, and hopefully see you all again next time. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate if you liked and subscribed. It's cool to know you guys are interested in what I'm doing, and I'll notify about the next stream time, which should be tomorrow on Discord. The link's in the description, and it's on the channel in general. So, until then, have a good night, morning, day, whatever time it is, wherever you guys are, and see you next stream.